Hi, this is Julie Harland, and I'm your Math Gal. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com, where you could search for any of my videos organized by topic. All right, we're going to do this geometry problem involving perimeter of an isosceles triangle. So in an isosceles triangle, two of the sides have the same length. So that's actually the definition of an isosceles triangle. The other side is 10 centimeters less than twice the length of one of the equal sides. And the perimeter is 46 centimeters. Find the measure of each side. So remember, in an isosceles triangle, two of the sides have the same length, and the other side might also have the same length, or it could be different. In this case, looks like it's going to be different. So we know there's three sides of a triangle, so let's say that the first equal side, let's just call it x. So then the other equal side would also be x. And then we've got the third side, right? What does it tell us about the other side? It's 10 centimeters less than twice the length of one of the equal sides, right? 10 centimeters less than something means you're going to have to take away 10 from something. And what are you taking it away from? Twice the length of one of the equal sides. Well, one of the equal sides is x, so it's 2x. That's twice that length, and now I'm subtracting 10. So this is where I'm defining my variables. You could also draw a picture to show what a triangle looks like and put these on the sides of the triangle. All right, now what else do we know? We know the perimeter is 46 centimeters, and to get the perimeter of any figure, you simply go around the sides. In this case, there are three sides, so we're going to have to add the three sides. So we've got the first side, plus the second side, plus the third side. 1, 2, 3, three sides, and that is the same thing as 46. Now notice when I'm doing this, I'm not putting in centimeters because we're using algebra to find just that number, and then at the end of the problem, we're going to have to remember to put centimeters. All right, so now we need to solve this equation. So we need to add like terms on the left, which will give me a certain number of I'll have the x terms on the left-hand side. So at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and just add 10 to both sides. So I'm going to add 10 to both sides, and I'm also going to add the x plus 2x up. All right, combine like terms. Remember, that's 1x plus 1x plus 2x. So I have 4x equals 56. Right, so to solve that, we need to divide both sides by 4. So we see x is 14. Right, look up here. What does x stand for? It stands for one of the equal sides. So we know that would be 14, and I'm going to go ahead and put centimeters. We know the answer is really going to be centimeters, right? Which means this one would also be centimeters, 14 centimeters. And the third side, 2x minus 10, well, 2 times 14, so if you want to see that out, 2x minus 10 would be 2 times 14 minus 10, or 28 minus 10, which is 18. So the third side would be 18 centimeters. So it looks like that's our answer. It asks for all three sides, 14, 14, and 18. But let's go back up to the original words and see if this makes sense. So here was the problem. In an isosceles triangle, two of the sides have the same length. So in our answer, yes, we've got two sides that have the same length. The other side is 10 centimeters less than twice the length of one of the equal sides. So what this says is the third side is 10 less than twice the length. All right, so what's twice the length? If one side's 14, twice that is 28. And then we're doing 10 centimeters less, so if we subtract 10, we get 18. Okay, that makes sense. Lastly, the perimeter is 46 centimeters. The perimeter means you add the sides up. So all we have to do is make sure that when we add 14, 14, and 18, what do we get here? Well, 16 carry the 1, we've got 46. So yes, it would be 46 centimeters. So this would be our answer. The sides are 14 centimeters, 14 centimeters, and 18 centimeters, and that's the last thing we do is we just write that out. So our last step is to write the answer. The sides measure 14 centimeters, 14 centimeters, and 18 centimeters. Now try this problem all on your own. See if you can get the correct answer. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com where you can view all of my videos which are organized by topic.